welcome back to my channel. So today's video basically is really sad. So I've had supply issues and I don't have any more jars left, so I'm basically just making 2 last candles with the 2 jars that I have. That's so sad. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just switching on my buffalo, preparing it, warming it up. This is the wax that I've got left over, and that's just going to heat up while I set everything up. So these are my last 2 jars. Yeah, I like to just get everything out ready on the table. Here's the wax, nice and melted, but obviously that's not going to be anywhere near enough wax to actually make the candle. So I begin by cutting up pieces of my wax and then putting it into my buffalo to melt. And I do this a few times until it's like quite a lot of wax. Then I go into my storage and I go and get all the things that I need and bring them out, just so everything's all in one place. And usually by the time I've done that, my wax is melted. So I've got my jar on there and it's on a scale, and I weigh out the correct amount of wax that I know I need to make 1 candle. Once the wax is melted and I would leave it to the side at the correct temperature, I then prepare the jar. So this jar would have been in the oven warming up. You've just seen me stick my wick sticker on, and then I put the wick inside the jar, press it down so that it's stuck firmly in place, and then I keep the wick in alignment with the wick holder. And now the jar is ready for wax. So now that my jar is ready, I go over to this other workstation that I have and I measure out my fragrance oil. I know exactly how many grams I need for the amount of wax that I need. I just pour that out onto the scale. So once I've got my fragrance oil ready, my wax is ready to go and my jar is ready, I then go over to my wax, check the temperature, check that it's the correct temperature to incorporate the fragrance oil, and once it is, I pour that oil in and I stir for 2 minutes. And it gets very long, so sometimes I'll just stir until I feel like, yeah, that's enough, and then I just pour my wax and go, because who's actually got time? Today I had time because I'm only doing 2 candles, but yeah. And now I'm pouring, and this is the satisfying part. But it's annoying when the pour isn't perfect, so you get wax around the edges and stuff. Well, that's fine. This time I think it was fine. And then I'm just repeating the process again. So just as a recap, basically measuring out wax, measuring out the fragrance oil while I'm here already. Now preparing the jar, so sticking the wick inside and then placing the wick inside the wick holder. And I've poured my fragrance oil in. I'm now mixing, preparing to pour into the jar. So now I'm all done, so I'm just switching all my equipment off, switching the oven off, switching my buffalo off, and now I'm actually preparing the jar. So first of all, I'm sticking on the products labels, the scent labels. I actually did that. Like, are you actually dumb? Can you look at that thing and see what I produced? I designed the whole thing myself. Yeah man, I really know what I'm doing. I really knew what I was doing. Anyway, yeah, they smell very nice. This scent is dark honey and tobacco. Exactly. So that means you should be going to my website now. Sorry, anyway. I'm now placing the CLP labels on, which is a requirement in the UK. Just placing that on the bottom. I like to place my lids on just because I want every aspect of the box, everything to smell like the scent. You putting the lid on just for a short period of time, the smell just lingers inside the lid, which is exactly what I want. Now I'm preparing all the little cards, so the thank you card, the care card, my business card, just preparing them because they need to go inside the box and everything. I'm now preparing my fragrance testers. I still haven't thought of a way to improve this, and I don't want to go down the route of actually making like a tiny little wax sample. I don't know why, I just don't want to do it. So at the moment I just spread a little bit of the candle, the fragrance oil onto these cards, so you can smell, or you can get like a little sample almost of another scent. And I stick logo stickers onto that as well, just because I want everything to look pretty. So now I am bubble wrapping the lids, and obviously I have to do this because I can't package my candles in their boxes as they are, so I have to put the candles in by themselves and the lids in separately. So I package my lids or bubble wrap my lids to protect them. And I'm placing them inside the little bag. So inside the bag comes the care card, my business card, and the lid, and I just put, and the fragrance tester actually, and I put that all in together, and it's like a nice cute little package for the customer. Now I'm creating my boxes, so they come like this, and then I have to kind of construct them. It does not take long at all. I really love these boxes, and I'm very proud of myself for finding them because they're perfect. I then stick my labels onto my boxes, again something I designed myself. And then finally I'm placing my candles into the boxes. So this part is really important. What I do is I get these packing peanuts, none of which I've ever bought by the way. I just recycle all of the packing peanuts I ever get, and when I order wax or jars they give me a lot, so I've always got an endless supply. But I just stuff this inside the candle box because I don't want any movement, and you'll see I do a shake test, so I put as many peanuts as I can. It's usually 2 or 3 in each section, and then 1 behind and 1 in front, and then I shake the box, and if I can hear anything, then if I can't hear anything, then I know I've packed it well. If I can hear anything, then it's back to the drawing board and I need to put more inside, because obviously in transit, if there's space, then that's space for disaster, I say. So yeah, I'm just shaking to see if everything is making sense in there. Obviously it was not making sense, so I put some more in. And some more still, I don't know what's going on today. And to finish off these boxes, I'm now putting my alternate logo sticker on the top. So I can now put these candles to the side because they're ready almost. So now at this point, actually, if you can see a difference in the picture, not audio, visual, what's it called? The video, it's because my camera fell and broke. So I had to use my sister's camera. The camera's fine now, but anyway. So I have this gold metallic stamp, and I bought a personalized stamp of my logo, and I have my white shipping boxes, and I just stamp my logo in this pattern on both sides, and I just think it looks sick. And my brain is so big. Why do I think of these? I think of these things and they look so good, and I do it all the time. Anyway, I just do this for both boxes. So then I close up the box, or at the bottom anyway, secure that in the middle, both sides. I do that a couple times to make sure that it's nice and secure. Here you can see it's very late because I've put tape on the side that doesn't need it. Anyway, oh well. The more secure the better. So now I'm preparing the boxes themselves for shipping, and I'm placing these I don't know what they're called, but again, recycled from when I receive products. So I'm now placing my tissue paper inside. This tissue paper matches the theme or the colour of the current collection. So this is the Solace collection, so it's brown. For the Lavish collection, it's like a yellowish gold colour. It just adds to the whole unboxing experience, really. I don't know why I didn't do this immediately after I finished the boxes, but basically, again, another part of the decoration or the packaging is this ribbon, which also matches the colour of the collection, and I think it just adds to the whole experience of opening it. So you open the package comes looking really nice with all the metallic everything and the sticker. You open the box, it's got lovely tissue paper, the thank you card, and it just looks nice. And then you open it and you get this personalized tissue paper that covers the actual box. Again, very pretty. And then once you take that tissue paper off, you've got the ribbon that you have to physically remove before you can actually get to the candle. And I think all these different layers just add to the experience, because this is a luxury candle. So just when I say luxury, I'm giving you luxury. That's the end of my video. This is kind of, I think it's short. I'm not sure if this video is short, but it depends on editing. But yeah, that's the process, start to finish, of how I make my candles. Thank you very, very much for watching. Obviously, you should be sad, and you must be sad on my behalf, because obviously I haven't been able to make products. And if you are, go and support. I'll put my Instagram and the Niz Home Instagram in the description box, so please go and support that, because when finally I'm able to make, the restock is going to be a mad thing. So make sure you don't like, because if you like, you're going to be upset. You're going to see everyone else's Niz Home candles, and you're going to be sad that you didn't get one as well. So make sure you don't like. Make sure you enjoy the video, you like the video, and you share it. And thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.